overabundance of the reverence is the turn off.
Yeah, don't be so intimidated.
Somebody
you don't
overabundant to do that.
Yeah, don't be so intimidated that you can't be yourself and get to know me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I appreciate you.
Well, not that. I'm talking about somebody that worships the masculinity of you a little too much.
And just to kind of add to what you're saying, and that don't let that be the cause of why you don't want to get to know me. You know what I mean? I appreciate the respect.
I see what you mean.
I appreciate the respect. I appreciate you. I appreciate you feeling, you know, who I am and what I'm giving off. But don't let it be a reason why we can't get to know each other.
Yeah, I mean, I've been, you know, I've been in scenarios when it's like, you so much this and so much that and all this, like, to the point it's like, okay, like, you never seen this before. That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's
Lights out, I'm your favorite. Too many ways, been in your place, there's delays. Added up, plus sign, zeros on the table. Driving and vibing, bring the beat later. Wanna make it bigger, just a little bit of flavor showing up to my space, I'm a fashion dealer. I'm your biggest bidder, meet me in the middle. I just don't wanna settle under these lucid dreams. I'm not just a visionary, it's all making sense to me. Not a basic, ain't no ordinary. Stay put, we gon' get higher. You're the product, I could be your buyer. Under these lucid dreams, I'm not thinking off my head yet. Just being honest, what's the big difference, yeah? And I've been feeling my own emotion. Just being honest, there's no difference. And more is okay. I don't want to just feel under these lucid dreams. I'm not just a visionary, it's all making sense to me. Not a basic, ain't no ordinary. Stay put, we gon' get higher. You're the product, I could be your buyer. Under these lucid dreams, I'm not thinking off my head yet. I'm just feeling lazy, just be honest, baby. We got different phases, give it all, take it all. I'm just feeling lazy, just be honest, baby. We got different phases, give it all, take it all. 말리부 가서 한 잔에 좀 마시는 blue lemonade. 술은 필요 없어, 다 끝나기 전에, yeah. Under these lucid dreams, yeah. I'm not just a visionary, it's all making sense to me. Not a basic, ain't no ordinary. Stay put, we gon' get higher. You're the product, I could be your buyer. Under these lucid dreams, I'm not thinking off my head, yeah.
She like me, she might be what I need. She get spicy, wanna taste test, come bite me, yeah. I'm icy, way too icy. I get paper, I'm big screen, I'm spiky. I'm vibey, just vibey. Too wavy, I can tell they wanna get like me, yeah. I'm vibey, just vibey. Too wavy, come and get like me. I'm never living a bit in, I timid straight shooter, I'm dumping the clip that I'm giving. Hitting the mark with the waviest art, I rage with my heart and it's right with my wrists. Cut up the pay with the real ones, I see a few million, we want it, we need it, let's get it. Long live the niggas that get it, they live how they say it, a sentence, we really the trillest. Please don't pretend with that love that you sending this. If you like me, I call me the Bennett. Somebody tell God forgive me, I'm sinning, I think that she know, but he got me, I'm winning. Cloud is a dangerous drug and your phone is the plug, everybody on that shit pretending. So many lost and they chasing what's trending, well yeah, let's forget it, I'm back to my senses. I'm only helping a man in the mirror, from here on I'm open, I'm focused. Okay, I lied, if you riding, I'm riding, I put on the pose and trust in me. Get with it, come f with me. A But don't bet it's love, you stuck with me. I'm coming in clutch for me. Get with it, they get lost, ain't nobody touching me, yeah. She like me, she might be what I need. She get spicy, wanna taste this, come bite me, yeah. I'm icy, way too icy. I get paper, on big screen, I'm Spike Lee. I'm vibing, just vibing, too wavy, and she they won't get like me. I'm vibing, just vibing, too wavy, come and get like me. She like me, she might be what I need. Too icy, way too icy. I get paid, a big screen, I'm Spike Lee. I'm vibing, just vibing, too wavy. I can tell they wanna get like me. Yeah. I'm vibing, just vibing, too wavy. Come and get like me.
Before you tell me that I've changed a lot, take a minute to consider a lot has changed me.
What up, what up? Welcome to the MALEROOM Show. Yo, it's my job to introduce the crew. We got Rollo in the building. We got JP the Spin in the building. And I'm your chef, Tay Bill. That's my name. But no, let the beat drop one time. Yeah. On my Drake. On my Drake. Let's go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the MALEROOM Show. How everybody doing? What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Good, man. Once again, this is a blacked out show, and I love it. It's a blacked out show, and I love it.
Hey, I noticed that, man.
Yeah.
Right before we came up, I was like, "Damn, we done did it again." God
Yeah.
damn.
Did it
Yeah,
again.
it's all
We
black.
do
Yes, sir.
we do not plan our wardrobes, ladies and gentlemen. This is
No, we
just,
don't.
it's always impromptu. Sometimes we match to the T, sometimes we all over the place. But today,
But
it's a
tonight,
blackout in this mother-
Tonight.
blackout episode.
I love it. I love it whenever we all blacked out. I can't even hold you.
Yo, dog.
In February.
In February.
dog.
I can't
In
even hold
February.
y'all. I love it when we blacked out. Yeah.
So,
That's fact.
yo, we are here, episode number 18, season 3 of the MALEROOM show, and I'm excited about it because we're also, you see it on the background. We're on Spotify and iHeart Radio, huh? We got some people in the building,
tearing
man.
that up.
We got Chantree saying good evening, everyone, and she also
Good
said,
evening.
make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the
Please.
MALEROOM Network. We also have Shamika Price in the building saying happy Sunday, everyone. We got the mods here, man. We got the
Happy
mods
Sunday,
here.
Shamika. Shout out to the mod. Shout out to the mod.
So we got some people that's watching that ain't saying nothing. What up, Sean in the building? OG mod in the building. What up, though? You feel me? Yeah. We got people lurking, creeping. So what?
Creeping.
Yeah, just creeping on the dollar. We got some creepers. Where you get those? Oh, never mind. Yeah.
You bring it back.
Yeah. We got somebody doing that creep, you know. But we are here in the building, man. We are going to start the show off with the funny like we always do. So let's go ahead and get that popping real quick. Fellas, man.
I don't know if
I
it's
need
gonna
to
top
know.
last week, Tato, but we gonna do it
Hey,
anyway.
last week was what it was. Hey, last week was the bomb right there. Dog. Last week was crazy.
Remember, man, that season hit right there, man.
Yeah, that's even hit right there. Man.
That was
Bruh.
the funniest.
That's the
Bruh.
funniest right there. So you know, I should have saved it for later, but I didn't.
Oh,
But
good.
I just want to know. I just want to know if you trust me, man. I want to know if you guys trust me, man. Well, I trust you
I
guys.
do.
Man. All right, cool. I need this type of trust, man, in a friendship. You know what I'm saying? So I need to be able to do things like this in order to trust. You know what I mean? So check this out real quick.
Up here on this chair and close your eyes. All right, and then everybody fill in, and we're going to ask you to fall, and then they will catch you. So you have to trust us. I'm going to count to 3. Just relax and fall. Okay? 1, 2, 3. No, step up here on this chair.
What?
Step up here on this chair and close your eyes.
Why?
All right, and then everybody fill in, and we're going to ask you to fall, and then they will catch you. So you have to trust us. I'm going to count to 3. Just relax and fall. Okay? 1, 2, 3. No, step up here.
What is wrong with him?
Hey,
All
man.
right, that's the first one. That's the first one. Hey, no, that was hilarious.
What is wrong?
He did exactly what he said, though. He never said which direction. He did exactly what he said.
He did exactly what he said. He fell. He just didn't fall in the right place. Oh man! All right, man. So the
is
second one,
wrong?
man. I had a second one. I got a second one, man. And you know, the second one, dog. I'm like, look, man. You know, we talked about this before. About you gotta make sure that you apologize, especially in a relationship or anything like that. You gotta be able to apologize. You know, you gotta be able to be accountable and do this, man. So you know. This is the way the apologies kind of roll, man. Just check this out real quick.
Man. Sorry. Woman. You say when you don't like it anymore, but you don't like, but you can't always think it.
Sit over. Hey, dog.
All right, man.
All right. Very good. Very good.
Oh, what you mean? Hey, it is what it is. It is what. If you got the ladies laughing, then you know there's some truth in there. There's some truth in that thing somewhere, dog.
There's some truth in there, man. Very good. Very good.
What's on you, baby boy?
Hey, thank y'all for joining us, man. Like my brother Tay said, this is episode 18 of the MALEROOM show. It's coming to an end. It's coming to an end, but we're gonna rock out until then. Thank you to everybody that's joining the live, and to everybody that will view us later. We appreciate y'all too, man. It is that time again. We have come together once again for conversation and camaraderie to discuss topics that are relevant to men and women in society today. Like this week and every week, man, I'm so happy to be here with my brothers, man, and we are happy to have y'all here. With that being said, fellas, as we
embark
on another round table that has turned into the MALEROOM show. Let us never ever forget the foundation that is our Trinity. Salute.
Salute, brother.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Great show for y'all today. We're gonna have a little bit of fun with a couple with some of these topics today. I think we're gonna deep dive a little bit, but I think y'all gonna enjoy this show today, man. Y'all ready, fellas?
Do it.
All right, man. First topic of the evening, fellas. The worst pickup line you've ever heard. And ladies too. This any ladies in the chat, but for the fellas in the live, and any of our female male carriers, this can go out to y'all too. But I'm talking to my brothers obviously as well. But the worst pickup line y'all have ever heard.
Kick us off, Rollo.
Okay, well, I got a story. Something happened to me recently. I was out at a local bar here in Detroit, just kicking and enjoying myself. Had me a little drink. So I had my drink, put my head down, took a sip. I look back up. There's a woman. When I look up, her hand is like right here in my face. So I'm like, okay, hi.
Hand out.
Oh, so I was like, hi. She's like, hey, how you doing? And she just stared at me for a second. I'm like, you okay? She was like, yeah, I need directions. So I'm looking around like we're in a bar. Okay. I had to. I was like, okay. I was like, to where?
Motherfucker said.
We in the bus.
Like, right. Exactly.
Lights going and shit.
Exactly, Jay. So she was like, I need directions. I was like, to where? And she said, to our first date. And I just bust out laughing, bro. Never in my life.
Oh my god!
Ever, bro. Like, it threw me back because I didn't know what was happening, and she just stayed there. Like, as I felt bad, but I basically bust out laughing because I could not contain it. Because I was confused at first, obviously, because like I noticed, okay, we're inside a whole venue. I don't know what you need directions to. The bathroom is behind you to the left, but okay. So I looked up and I was like, to where? She said, to our first date. And maybe I shouldn't have did this, but I did it. I'm like, sweetie, take my number down. I gotta give you a little bit of credit for that. I ain't never heard nothing like that. So
I mean, it was bad, but
it was bad. But I don't even know. Go ahead and take my number down, sweetie. I don't know, but it was that was one of the worst. Yeah, that was one of the worst I've ever heard. I gave her some points for the boldness, and I can't say I guess creativity. I don't know, but but I think what messed me up was the hand right in my face. As I'm looking down, like you must have saw me have my head down and then came up to me and just waited. You just waited there for me. You don't know if I was about to take a phone call or nothing. You was going to just wait there until I looked up. You kind of set yourself up for failure. You know, you don't know how long my head was going to be down. I could have been on my phone. You know what I mean? I could have dropped something. You don't know. But she was committed.
She took stance. Like, that's funny.
She was committed. So what's up, fellas, man? And first of all, us men, we don't get approached that much. So let's start there. Right. And then to hear something like that just blew me away, bro. So I was like, damn, just like the first time I've actually been approached, and this is what I get. Golly. So that was a recent experience. So fellas, have y'all experienced bad pickup line? Ladies and gentlemen viewing the live, everybody in the chat, have you ever experienced what's the worst pickup line, man?
That's funny. That's hilarious. Say you got one?
Yeah. That's crazy.
No, go ahead, Jay. I'll go after you.
Okay, I can't top that. That's crazy. But I never.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I have. Okay. It wasn't a pick. I haven't heard a bad pickup line. Really, because from your last statement, man, you know, women don't approach.
Yeah, so it's like, they don't approach as much.
I don't hear no pickup lines like that, so I can't really say. But I know the worst thing said to me.
Okay.
Right, I was coming into a store, you know what I'm saying, to get some Joy Juice, right?
Right.
I'm going into the store. It's a woman coming out the store. She was like, and she hit me like a guy.
Oh no.
She was, and it came out of. I didn't even know that she was talking to me. You know what I'm saying? She coming out the door. I'm coming right in the door. I'm trying to grab the door from swinging clothes. And she was like, and she said, "Hey, you fine as fuck." That's how she said it, just like that. And it caught me off guard so bad. It was like the roles reversed so quick. I felt kind of feminine. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, excuse you. You know what I'm saying? I reacted. It was so bad. Like it was so off. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I said thanks, but it was like, why you had to come to me like a guy though? Like I hate when women do that. Like you trying to pick me up as if I would do you. That's the worst. That's the worst shit ever to me. So I will put that out there. That was bad when women try to be men, like in the stature of the pickup.
Hey,
that's hard.
Oh man,
yo. So I never. Again, I'm like that. Pickup line towards me has never. I have never heard a bad one like that. But I've had a situation where a woman said something to me that threw me off a little bit. So, Jay and I went to college. We went to a place called the Lewis College of Business, the only historical black college in Detroit and in Michigan, right? We went there for a few semesters. And Jay Jay, there was a classmate of mine that I found when I first got there that I found attractive. You know, back then, this is my younger time, so back then, chocolates, short chocolates with the short hair, with things, with the teens. They had the teens, right? With the teens, right?
Teens.
The girls, the chocolate girls with the teens. Yes, and she had a couple of tings, and I thought she was tight. You feel me? So I shot my shot at her because she obviously saw me. I was looking at her all the time when she came in. She was really, she was thick, bottom heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like she was on point. As I got to know her, she let me know that she had 5 children. All right, now we in college, right? So I'm like, okay, how old are you? You know what I'm saying? And because I'm like, we in academia, and she told me, I mean, she wasn't even 30.
We in academia.
We in academia, right? We in higher learning right now. I'm trying to figure out how old you is. With 5 children already. You know what I'm saying? Like, we in academia. And she was not even 30 yet. I don't even think she was 25 yet. So I had a Kevin Hart moment. I was like, damn.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I was like, ooh, you know what I mean? 4 different men. She told me the whole night. She was very, very honest about it. You know what I'm saying? She was like, but she thought I was a very nice guy, very good guy, you know, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, bet. You know, so one day in class, you know, because we was talking a little bit. One day in class, she came to me. She was like, I had a dream about you. You know, and I'm like, okay, you know, like, she said I had a vision. She said, God showed me that you were my husband. And she said I had a dream. She had a dream. She said she's like, I saw you on the organ and you was playing the organ, and I saw the wedding ring on your finger as you was playing the organ in the dream. And I was like, shit, you need to go back to sleep. Because yeah, this ain't that, baby. Nah, I ain't even. No, we ain't. No. So I was like, no, I think you need to go back to sleep night. And what I did was, it was Valentine's Day rolling around. I got her some NyQuil to help her get there a little bit quicker for that sneezy, stuffy, dizzy.
Coffee and fever.
So you can rest.
So you can.
This is real talk. Real talk. She said God showed her in a dream. I said Martin Luther King. And what type of dream is this, man? I'm telling you, that is to this day. You know, I'm 41 years old now. To this day, that is the craziest thing I've ever had a woman say to me, just based on who I mean, because she didn't have no pickup line like that. Again, she had the teens. But
hey, did she know you was a man of God though? You think that's what it was?
She saw that. Yeah,
you might have thought since you were a man of God, maybe I could let me slide God in.
He was like, okay, he go to church. He must
go
be
that way, right?
Yeah. He must that way. Let me slap some Lord in there, and let me put a little Lord and Savior in there, and then maybe we can get some cahoots. We could be in cahoots with each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's terrible.
Because again, we were talking, so she knew I went to church. She knew I played drums. She knew I was into music and stuff like that. She knew I had talent. You know what I mean? So and I guess she was like, I know God. If you just let him look past those 5 kids in college, maybe
in academia,
just maybe, maybe. Touch your neighbor, say maybe, maybe. He might give me a chance. No, go to sleep. Try again. This ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
For Valentine's Day, I gave her some NyQuil.
For real, man. The stuffy, sneezy, dizzy, coffee, itchy, so you can rest.
So I got a question, fellas.
Yeah, man.
So is it true women have no game?
I was just about to go there, Jay. I'm glad you went there because we all 3 of us. We
sounds like it.
Yeah, we've had this theory. We've talked about it amongst ourselves in private, and we probably mentioned it here and there on our shows, man. Like, do they have game, man? Like, do they know how to approach this? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was the worst pickup line I've ever heard. But I've also had some kind of odd experiences, like you two have had. Like in a way, a woman has tried to get my attention. You know what I mean? Like if I'm at a bar or at a club, dancing in front of me for like 3-4 songs straight, or you know what I mean, or bumping into me and saying "yo fault," stuff like that. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's a rare occurrence. I've heard guys wooing a woman. I've heard everybody heard that, but you never heard the opposite that much. You never heard a woman actually say in introduction some things that appease a man. So is it true that women don't have any game when it comes to that intro conversation?
I gotta say yes, because I haven't experienced nothing good that came from it. I gotta say no, they don't have no game, because I've never experienced any interaction in a social place, you know what I'm saying, or just out in public where it's been a very smooth interaction to where I can you know what I mean, I can get a feel for you got a stable head on your shoulders. You got to be something weird.
Of course.
I mean? So
of course,
I would have to say no.
Of course.
Okay.
Some women
She
do.
got to stick up
Not
for
all,
somebody.
of course. I mean, God, dog. God,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
definitely- yeah.
She gotta
really?
keep the
I
tire
feel you.
rolling. She gotta keep.
Yeah,
the
they
tire
talk
rolling.
about me. They talking about me in the chat right now. Shine, you about? Hey,
That's on
Shine, be
defense.
careful. Be careful now.
I'm
No,
just
Shine,
saying,
that's
man.
my dog. That's my dog. Do women have game? I mean, no. They don't. I mean, they don't even
No.
need it. They don't have. They don't.
This is true.
They don't need it, so they don't have it.
Yeah.
They don't. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
true.
A woman just needs sex appeal. She don't need game. If for game for us is the mouthpiece, right?
Right.
And our swag, how we carry ourselves. So game for a woman would be her sex appeal, like her sexiness, her the way she talk, the way she move, the way she cross her leg or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The way she is, her persona,
Natural,
her
feminine
her
output.
body of work.
Yeah.
Her body of work is her game, you know. So like, her body of work, her things, the things are the game. Okay, it's all about the things. It's all about the things. Okay,
I do feel that, but Tay, do you think they should have it though?
No,
I do.
I know they don't need it. I know they don't need it, but should they have it?
I do.
I think so. I think they should have it.
Why?
I think they should have it because we're talking about current day, right?
Yeah.
Let's take the current climate, man. If we're putting good men, if we're putting good, let's say good, we're just talking about decent men, right? Let's not talk about idiots for a minute. If we're talking about decent men, if we put decent men in this current climate, then decent men in this current climate have already seen the sex appeal.
Facts.
We've already seen it. You might be attracted. That's cool, but there's going to be instances where I'm not going to jump on it. But it's the woman that's interested in the man, though.
Mm-hmm.
So you saying nothing will happen because of that exposure? Like, I've actually talked to women. They be like, "Well, I will do nothing." You like how he looks, though. You will want to talk to him, but for the fact you don't have intro conversation, you will let that event pass because they don't not equipped with it. You see what I'm saying? I think they should have it. So I think women should have intro conversation, though. Even if it don't even have to be the GAME that we would use and you see in music videos and shit. It don't even have to be that. It'll just be like intro conversation. Something to spark a conversation with somebody else.
Right.
You see, for
just
the
that
woman,
ability to do so, I think women should have it.
Yeah, okay. So
I agree.
I can feel where you're coming from with that but see, women need courage in order to do that. So I think but a woman don't have to say nothing slick. She can literally say, "Hi, my name is Stacy. What's your name?" And that's it. Like, that's how much we don't get approached.
But
yeah,
you don't really have to create no action. Ladies don't have to create a script to introduce. Just have the courage to do it.
Right.
Hey, my name's Stacy. What's your name? I haven't seen you before. That's it. The dude be like, yeah, my name is Reggie. Yeah, that's my name, Reggie. Yeah, Reginald Ferguson. That's my name. Yes. Yeah, I haven't been here in a long time. Do you come here often? And then after that, you can figure it out from there. But if she gotta come with the teams, and she gotta have some courage.
All right.
I think, would that be her game? Would that be game for that woman having courage?
I think it would.
And just with the overall disconnect.
I agree with you, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, dude.
Right. No, it's cool, bro. With the overall disconnect with the communication between men and women today, in a social place, in a place where like a bar, a club, a kickback, whatever you're doing, the grocery store, where you, random places where you feel comfortable enough or where you can approach other people.
Goofy, man. It's that type of show. It's gonna be that type of show. But I agree with you, Ron. Yeah.
I think it's very valuable. You know what I mean? Because I think I still believe in dope icebreakers. You know what I'm saying? How we going? It's
Yeah.
no matter how old you get. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that icebreaker moment because meeting somebody new is an awkward experience because you don't know this person, but something about them or something you feel within yourself wants to talk to them, wants to speak with them. You know what I mean? So if you're going to do it, just do it in a way where the conversation and the meet can become as less awkward, you know, every moment of the interaction. You know what I mean? So why not just, you know, and like y'all just said, just something normal. You know what I mean? It doesn't take a lot, especially women approaching men. Now, obviously, I always say this: experience is the best teacher. So if a woman has done this and the man was a idiot, like Jay said before we, you know what I mean, like before we got dived into this, and doesn't know how to respond to it, I get it. But at the same time, you know what I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and
That's
as far as women
that.
to men, like most of us are very easy to approach. You know what I mean? You just gotta come the right way. Come with something simple. You know, like Tay said, like, hey, how you doing? My name is this. You know what I mean? And you'll be amazed at how many dudes are level headed enough to give you that level headed response. You know what I mean? So you don't gotta put too much effort into it. You don't gotta say you're looking for directions when there's not really nowhere to go where you are. You don't gotta do that. You know what I mean? You don't have to. You know, and maybe your girl that approached me was trying to be silly. Maybe she, you know, wanted to make me laugh, which she did. But I'm not that cat. Just say, hey, how you doing? My name is this. I thought you was attractive. Wanted to say hello, and you know, keep it pushing from there. You know what I'm saying?
Because every man that, you know, even if he's decent, whatever. Every dude is not going out to meet women all the time.
Exactly.
Like somehow we're just going out just to chill and do our thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a ballroom dancer, so you know I went out just to go to the spot and twirl. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't kind of pick you. I couldn't have a good time. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. And if you're interested in me, you don't have to have that pass because you don't have that ability. So that's why I said they should have. But I kind of understand the other side of it. The other side of it is for the fact they never needed it. That goes along for what Tay was saying. They never needed it. They had the appeal, so it was like they never had to say anything. And then two, women, of course, don't like the word no. They don't like to get rejected.
Worst thing
so this is the reason why they don't. They leave it onto that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you would oppose that, I would say the majority of women will say that they don't like the word no. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have to do it, and they didn't like the word no. So you know. I mean, even if it's one of one, they wouldn't stand it. Like, I went out there and shot my shot for the one time I didn't have to, and I just wanted to, and the guy was like, "Nah, I'm straight." Totally damaging. That had nothing to do with guys. That don't have nothing to do with guys necessarily because we shoot shots all day. We know we good for getting rejected. You know what I'm saying? We reject each other back in the day. We was in childhood calling each other looking funny because that's what men did. So when approaching women is nothing. You know what I'm saying? To say no all the time. Somebody gonna say yeah. So we just got that confidence and ego. Just go ahead and keep it moving. But women, you know what I'm saying? They might be egotistical with themselves, but with the response of a man, it'd be very low, bro. That's why I don't like to hear the word no. So I understand the other side of it though. But I think women should have the ability to say something. You never know. Don't miss that anomaly. You know what I'm saying? If what you doing ain't working and you see something that might work, you don't say nothing, I think that's a problem.
Yeah. You know, and everybody don't want their energy messed with. Everybody don't want their pride messed with. That's a really good point, Jay. So it could definitely scare people off. Like y'all know when us three are out, like y'all be telling me like, bro, she was looking at you, this, that, or other, because like I'm so, you know, I'm zoned out on what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because I know I don't want my energy tampered with. I'm out with my brothers. I'm not really thinking about, you know, obviously I'm here. I love the fact that this, you know, it's feminine energy in here. We about to have a good time, but I'm not locked in on what y'all doing. My brothers got to tell me, oh, girl's looking at you, just that, other. And even if I think about, if I happen to notice a young lady that my brothers point out to me, and you know, even if they tell me like, well, go say something, go ask her to dance. If I feel like if I do it, my energy, like it'll kill my vibe, I won't do it either. You know what I mean? So I understand that side of it too. But if I do it, I'm going to come in a very respectful. I'm gonna come correct. I'm gonna come right. You know what I mean? Or I ain't gonna do that. So outside of kind of having my energy messing with, especially when I'm out with my brothers, I don't like it tampered with. But just for me too, because like Jay just said, man, a lot of us, man, there are men that just like to go out to have a good time and enjoy themselves. We're not really out just looking for women. So, that's another end of it. Everybody in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Everybody viewing the live. What's your worst pickup line? What did you experience, man? Let us know in the chat. I want y'all to send us email too. If y'all think about this topic later on, man, send us an email and let us know what y'all experiences were. Who knows, man? We might flip that into a whole nother topic, man. So y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all let us know. Let us know. Tay, you want to add something to this before we
No, not
all
really.
good?
Yeah, I was going to respond to the last part of Shantreese's answer.
What was it?
Her response when she said, "Yeah, women don't like to hear no, and they think that their sex appeal will get them to a certain point, or it will.
It definitely will. Don't get us wrong.
A certain point.
Never fail.
Not past that point. Not past that point, but to that point. Oh yeah,
you got that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That all shape, size, and colors.
If you start messing up your sex appeal once you start talking, I can't do nothing.
Exactly.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Shout out to my brothers, man. Shout out to the first topic of the evening. Joining the live. We see y'all out there. Be Halad, what is going on? Thank you for joining us, man. Again, everybody for being here. Hey, like we said, man, your boys are now on Spotify and iHeartRadio, man. Make sure y'all check us out, man. Spotify, iHeart, put us in your rotation. Everything is at the Mailroom Show on both of those platforms, man. So make sure you check us out. Also, if you have a Q&A question for the brothers of the Mailroom, make sure you go ahead and put it in the chat. We'll start and we'll get right to it as soon as we see it. You know what I'm saying? We no longer wait to the end of the show, man. We want to holler at y'all, so we appreciate that. It could be about this show, a past show. You just want to say what up, man. We'll get to it. You know what I mean? That's what it is. We're about to go to the second topic of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. Fellas, does it take too much energy to reconnect with an old flame? Does it take too much energy to reconnect with an old flame?
An old team.
With an old team.
Yeah, the old team. An old team. Does it take too much energy, man, when you there's an opportunity to reconnect, but y'all in different places?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like,
I was gonna ask you to explain that a little bit. Go ahead.
You have an opportunity to maybe reconnect with an ex, an old flame, and you don't necessarily maybe even have to be together. Y'all maybe on the verge. Y'all had a real close connection. It never happened, and you come across this person later in life, and you kind of see, if y'all can pick up where you left off, or if there's any potential to pick up where you left off, and sometimes you can kind of get back to that place, but you find yourself, you're different. You guys start talking, maybe spending time together, and you notice there's a lot of changes between you two, but you still have that initial, that initial lock in there. But when it gets to a certain point, do you find yourself maybe putting too much effort into it? It's two different, you could be two different people maybe at that point, two different places in their life. Is it difficult?
Based on the way you explaining that, I would say yeah, man. And I'm gonna tell you why, because a lot of times, and it's not about a man or woman, it's just period. A lot of times people will keep you where they met you. And where they met you, they'll keep you right there. And then here we go.
Facts.
I did not see the crescendo come. I didn't see the crescendo come.
Sorry.
All right, man. So
very good, my brother. Very good.
So yeah, people will keep you where they met you. And so the thing about it is that there is an assumption, and that assumption had an old expectation attached to it. You know what I'm saying? This dude is stupid. Facts for the people. Stupid. This guy, man.
Bruh.
Listen, man, this dude is crazy. So look, they will assume you. They assume the assumption has the old expectation to it. So that's why the assumption is you the same. So they talk to you like they used to talk to you instead of talking to you to where you are. So it's like a reintroduction of self. And in that, the difficulty comes when the communication factor is broad and gapped up, has a gap to it. It's like, I'm not who I used to be. You're not who you used to be either. But we can assume that to be the case. But as you continue to talk to someone and try that reconnection, then you start seeing that they're still back there. They're still back there in the old hood with the old ways. And you're not even there anymore. You have done some work and you have become a different person, or you have become a more polished version of yourself. So they will assume that, okay, you the same JB from Good Life Lounge. It's like, nah, baby, I'm going to the orchestra on Friday. You know, and like, oh, okay, who's that JB? You know what I'm saying? And who's that Rod? We know Rollo from Starters, you know what I'm saying? But now Rollo done went to, Detroit Athletic Club. He on another level of something else. You know, that's the mentality that you're at, but they talking to you like you back here. So that's where the difficulty is, that the communication is not effective, nor is it impactful, because of the simple fact that there is an assumption barrier that's taking place. If it wouldn't be difficult to reconnect with someone, even like I said, an old flame or someone you on the verge of kicking it with, it wouldn't be difficult or too much energy if the person wouldn't assume you. Think about that. If a person commits to not assuming you, if the person is committed to just actually getting to know you again,
that's a good point.
Then it wouldn't be difficult, but it wouldn't be too much energy at that point.
Sometimes that's not the case.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not the case. It's too much energy because somebody is assuming that I'm the same. You know, if you were someone from 3-4 years ago that had a little team, you know, and then the team couldn't get together in the way that you wanted to. Okay, 3 or 4 years later, I can't assume that you're the same team from then. You can't assume I'm the same man from then. You have to give me an opportunity, give me a chance. To be me now, to be the polished version of me. And so I think it becomes too much energy when you try to force the reconnection, knowing that you see the assumption. You see the assumption, but you still have an attraction, so you try to force connection. That's where the too much energy come into play. It's too much energy to do that, because that's where it gets the difficulty and the struggle. That's where all that stuff takes place. So I'll start off saying that, like, yes, it takes too much energy, providing that there is an assumption barrier between the two people.
Very good point, bro. Very good point. I think what makes for too much energy when you're trying to connect with an old flame is when you all are both completely conscious of what caused you all not to stay together or possibly get together in the first place. You know, if that's still in the back of your mind to a certain extent, and this interaction, when you have the interaction, even though y'all both still cool and y'all and there's no animosity, but in the back of your mind, the scenario that caused you not to stay together or possibly get together could maybe be in the back of your mind as well. And
like a difficult situation.
Probably
made it okay.
And then maybe maybe now you're trying to overcome that to reconnect, but it's still there. I mean, you still try to overcome it after all this time, but it's not like it's not at this point now. It's not in the present. You know what I'm saying? It's in the past, but now it's back. And now you have to overcome it mentally.
It's a revisiting
to try to see who this person is. And I think that could drain your energy. You know what I mean? And that's a very I think that's a very difficult thing to do personally. But the first step, I mean, you to me in that scenario in particular, you've already made it a step further, because you all are now willing to even communicate. You know what I mean? So if you're willing now to communicate, then you've already made a step past where you were, in my opinion. And now it's about, what are we going to do from here? You know what I mean? And then recognize, now this is the key.
Seem like that,
It can, but I think the key is too. Just now, you already made this first step. Now be mindful of if this is something that you would like. If this is a person you would like to reconnect with based off these conversations and your interactions now, because it's all about your perspective on things. Both people have their own perspective, so don't get your perspective mixed up with theirs. You know what I'm saying? They might be cool in a certain aspect of the reconnect, but then you see something that you're not cool with, or you see something that can disrupt you now, or something that you remember about them, or remember about the situation back in that disrupts you now, but it doesn't disrupt them, or they're looking past even that. So you just got to be mindful still. You can't get too caught up in your emotions and trying to reconnect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't get too caught up in your emotions when you're trying to reconnect.
This has a lot of branches, though. You know what I'm saying? Because when you tail off to what you said, Rob, and both, I actually agree in the scenarios y'all were talking about. I think Tay was talking more of a generic aspect. Rob, you took a situational, but that makes the topic subjective to the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
that's good.
That makes the topic subjective. So now we have to look at it at all the different angles, and not, but the general sense that Tay said, that hit home, like, for me, because that's usually what it is. You have a predisposed mindset of this person.
Yeah.
That's just period. That's just what that is. If it's positive or negative, you have a predetermined set mind state of this person. And that is not always the case when you're reconnecting. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So you'll have to go and figure out if that is the right my idea you have of this person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It could have totally changed. They could have had kids. They could have lost their whatever they mindset of being nice, or whatever the case may be. Like, life caused them to be a little rigid. Whatever the case may be, whatever you thought they were, they probably were not. You know what I'm saying? Later on in life. You know what I'm saying? So we have to I was just agreeing with Tay was saying, we have to go back to the drawing board and redefine who this person is. And that takes a lot, but it depends on the people. If it was, you know what I'm saying? It depends on the person.
That's where the caveat turns.
I would like to. Yeah, that's when it turns subjective. Right. That's when it turns subjective to me. So if you have people that willing to, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I knew you back then. I'm interested in you now. Let's start over. Even on that aspect of friendship, now that's different. You know what I'm saying? That's a little different. Now, going back to what Rob said, if it was something on a negative aspect, like y'all disconnected on an event or the scenario, and it just wasn't it, it's different from both sides. Again, it's subjective. If a man or a woman is getting a call back from somebody that did them wrong, again, this set mindset steps in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this chick was this, or this guy was this. You know what I'm saying? So what is he calling back for? That's all. You automatically defensive if it was toward you. You know what I'm saying? And so, likewise, on the other end, if you're doing the reaching out, you know what I'm saying, or if you was initiating the reconnect, then you have this set mindset of this person, like, oh, they were nice. You know what I'm saying? These are usually dry phone people that do this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. These are usually dry phone people that do this. Like, you ain't really had no connect. So they go through their phone real quick and be like, oh, he was cool, or she was cool. And then they do that shit. Yeah, like, let's be real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then that be that old flame. They probably haven't talked in a while, or it just didn't end up the way to be, or they end up getting the man at the time they kicked it or something, or a woman, and that was just it. And then now you just like, oh, let me see how they are. And then you just reconnect. Now, again, you're going into it the same way. You got this set mindset of this person. And this person that's clearly may not be that. And if you go in thinking that, it's going to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men and women do that. Like, that's that's Sharita back in the day. Sharita was fun. But Sharita ain't fun no more. She had a couple kids, had a couple dudes that tripped her out. And she like, look, I need something serious in my life. I'm trying to get married now. What the hell are you talking about? And you just, that mindset is gone. Yeah, that's just it. Or if somebody matures more, like Tay was talking about, somebody get on a maturity level, You know what I'm saying? That's a totally different thing. You can't be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I remember JB, like you said at the sample. Yeah, JB used to dance all the time, and he be at the Freakniks. I ain't that guy no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
And
he got good knees like that.
Ice
so it's like,
now.
You're right. So you're not when somebody, and that's offensive if you do that. It's offensive because if you coming to me like I'm just saying the same 21-year-old Jay, that's all you remember. It's offensive for you to even think that I stayed this type of person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that man and woman get offended. All that is too much, and I agree with Tay. All that's too much. But if it was came correct with, then it might. That's an anomaly. But if it came correct with, then it might be like, okay, like what's up with you now? Like how are you now? How have you been? Like what's the new scenario with you? That's different. You know what I'm saying? And that takes a lot too. That takes a lot. That might be the too much energy. I might still have to agree with that. But you know, it's not saying it'll be all negative. It's just that predetermined mind state is what you got to think of. It's already there. You know what I mean?
This issue again when we talk about that. B said uncommunicated and unrealistic expectations ruin relationships. And again, those like we talked about earlier, like we said, those expectations come from the assumption. Again, you said it right there in your example. Man, Sharita used to be fun back in the day. See, that was fun, Sharita. Sharita got some things. I got some other stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? And so again, because we assume that we assume them from how we met them, we still assume them to be the same. You used to be the fun. What happened? It's like you think I'm supposed to be the same? You got to be out your mind if you think at being 18, 19 to being the life of the party is the same thing now at 41, 43, 47 years old. This is ridiculous. Right. Somebody's not growing up. Somebody's not growing up. And you know what I'm saying? So again, that assumption is there. And so now I only have expectations within the assumption that I have of you. Outside of that, I don't have any expectation. You know, I just want you to be the same way that you was before. Now, let me ask you a question. Do people have that instance because it's a direct reflection of themselves? Like they want you to be the same way you was because they're not. So their expectations, they put the expectation that they should put on themselves on you. See, I was the king, I was class king, class this, whatever the case may be, class president, and now you have Myers. Yeah. And then you see somebody from back in the day, right? You see somebody like back in the day, and they used to be the life of the party, all that kind of stuff. And now you assume them to be that same way because you need them to be that same way, so that way it can impact you because you don't like where you are. Okay. So I'm putting my assumption and my expectation on you because I don't like where I'm at. You see what I'm saying, Jay? Is that possible to do that? Because again, that's true. Sharita was like for the party. Now Sharita like, nah, girl. And you met and you're like, girl, Sharita used to be da 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 da. You know, I wonder what happened. I wonder what changed. Like, man, see, all my friends have changed. See, I need to just. And then you start internalizing, and then all of a sudden you want Sharita to be a version of herself that she used to be, so you can feel good about your current self because you haven't grown up yet.
And then you know what else say? That's fine. In that situation, somebody could be looking for a reason to not want to reconnect with that person. Like this is killing me, right? I really want to reconnect, but I don't. I need something to get my mind off of this. I need something to scare me away from how I'm feeling right now. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And that could be used as well. Like I need something. I need something so I can just have this satisfying feeling that I need at this point in my life.
Yeah, I need to feel alive again.
I really do want to connect with this person again. I really want to see what's up, but I don't. And I need something to go more with that. I don't want to feel it. I need something to grab onto, so I don't go.
They usually say you change from your past, and that's how that happens. They usually say you change from your past. They usually say you change from your past. Like you're different. You used to be the nice, quiet. See, I get when Tay started saying that, I started thinking.
You see what I'm saying?
About women that called me from the past. They were like, "Oh, Jay was the nice, quiet one," because I was. back in high school, I ain't saying much or nothing. I was chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Now you're not.
Now I'm not. Now I'm not that. I'm not nice nor quiet. You know what I'm saying? And she like, you know, and then based on the one that called me, based on her life, the way that went about with her, she had a lot of bad issues probably in relationships or whatnot, and thinking that she needs that nice, quiet guy, so you reconnect with me.
Yeah.
Now I gotta reinstall this program of JB in your ass, because I'm not that same guy. Like, oh, now she all like, dang, you know what I'm saying? You speak up for yourself. Just because like you thought you was gonna get this nice quiet dude that's gonna go along with your pattern of life that didn't work. No. You know what I'm saying? So when you said that, I was like, oh, okay. Because I had a lot of phone calls like that. Like, you used to be the nice quiet one. Yeah, let me talk to the nice quiet person for a change.
Yeah. And now they be like, because you're not the same, now something wrong with you. No, there's something wrong with you, my dear. Watch this.
Right.
It's Central Intelligence 2.0 all over again. It's Kevin Hart and Central Intelligence trying to be the Golden Jet. And everybody like Bob Stone. Remember the movie Central Intelligence? Bob Stone, who was really The Rock, came out of nowhere like, you were the Golden Jet. And Golden Jet like, no, I'm an accountant.
I'm a married accountant, man. My life bored as hell.
Exactly. And every time he tried to do something, to give himself a little bit of life, what happened? It backfired because you're not in that place. That's not where you at. And so a person will assume, again, they're old. They put you right back there where they met you because they need something right now. So he was the Golden Jet right then. You know, back then. Now he's just an accountant. Oh, let me get that Golden Jet character back. That Golden Jet character, you have outgrown that character, son. Why are you going back after that? So some people will do that. They will go after themselves and you. They're going after themselves inside of you. They're going after themselves, trying to regain themselves through you. So they vicariously live their life through you for that moment. You're like, yo, and if they get that, and if you feed that beast, they start draining your energy. That's why it takes too much energy to reconnect, because they drain your energy because they need you to be the way you used to be for themselves, dog.
Yeah, whatever aspect they can get from you, to make them get to a point where they were them best selves, they'll take it.
Yeah.
They'll take it.
They would take it.
You know what I mean? A point in your life, a point in their lives where you were a part of it, and you feel some void, or you gave them some sense, a better sense of self-worth, or a sense of my logic is good. The way I move is good because this person is proving the way my logic is good and the way I'm moving is good. They'll take it. I definitely agree with that. And you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with that. I think, those are some great points, man. Hey, what y'all think about? And Jay kind of said it. Subtly, and I think what he explained, you know, the phone call from an ex or a past flame. Does just that in itself drain you of your energy because you weren't expecting to have this interaction ever again with this person? Does that play a part in it too? When the reconnection comes out of nowhere, or the potential for a reconnection comes out of nowhere, does that play a part? Just the fact that it happened? Yeah, just the fact that the reach out even happened? Yeah, does that play a part?
See, again, that's subjective because if the experience wasn't good, and that person came back, you're gonna be like, man, here we go, dog. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have that initial reaction of, here go the bull, and again. Then you become the assumer. You start assuming that person is still the same too, from the way you left them then. You know, from the way it happened, from the way it ended. So you become the assumer. It's been a year and a half later. Anyone can change. They can change. They may still be record. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's an exchange of assumption, and then here come the expectation. Here we go. If I call her back, if I call him back, it's gonna be the same thing. They're gonna bring up the same old conversation. They're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. And some people petty like that. Some old flames are petty, like they salty. They hit you, they know that they did something that wasn't kosher, And so they try to come redeem themselves by just trying to be your friend and try to make sure and try to act like everything is clean and the slate is clean. Stop it. You want to have the conversation again about what happened because you can't realize how you fumbled a good man. You fumbled a good one. You can't believe I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I fumbled. But you did. Just take the L. That's the thing we have to learn how to do. Take
L's.
The L.
Take them,
and especially if it's you, take the L and learn from that. You know what I mean?
Right. I ain't talked to you since flip phones. The hell you calling me for?
Right. I ain't talked to you since Nokia.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's real.
You know, and that aspect, that assumption happens, especially when the person has been from way back when and they completely happy to talk to you and all this other type of crap. Like, you know, how you been? It's so good to talk to you. And all that other crap. They've
been following you on Instagram, liking your photos, liking your pictures, loving your stuff and everything. And they want to know how you doing. Really? You're creep.
You assume off the bat that's a bunch of bull. What I would say, because you right, Tay, people can change, but that assumption is heavy. So what I would say is let them talk. Because people will identify their bullshit if you let them talk. If you let them talk, it is what it is. If old guy come back, you like, oh, okay. What's up? And just let them talk. You be like, oh, see, that's that bullshit I'm talking about. Okay, well, I'm not available for that. You know what I'm saying? Let them kick it. You know what I'm saying? Then you will find out eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be bad to be like, oh, you was from my past, what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could be a little different. It could be an anomaly in that. I'm not saying it always happens. But the way to sure shot it, let them talk. They'll go right back into it. If they increasingly want to see you and date you off the back of reconnection, they don't want nothing but to get back to old shit they had. That's all they want.
There you go.
They don't want nothing but the old stuff they want, exactly how the old stuff was. And so that's how you fight that battle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's funny though. That's a funny topic.
So to answer the question, yeah, it could definitely take too much energy, but like my brother said so well, it's definitely subjective and situational, man.
It is.
You know, we talk a lot about protecting your energy on this show. So I think in the situation where you're trying to reconnect with somebody from your past, just understand where you are. You know what I mean? Understand where you are in your life. You know, and hopefully, if the interaction can be cool and y'all can at least be cordial, and you don't have to come too far out of where you are, then go ahead. Yeah, let's be human. You know, let's be human. Let's be more. I'll talk to you. Yeah, we could reconnect on a certain level. You know what I mean? But and when I say reconnect, I probably should define the fellas. I don't mean y'all have to get back together, but just you know what I mean? Just the interaction again. Because like you said too, it could have ended bad. It could have, or the reason why you broke up was bad, or the reason why you never got together with that person. And you know, just for all our carriers, just for men and women, the reason why y'all never got together could have been bad. But now, where are you at in your life? Are you you know, do you want to maintain? Are you at a point where you can maintain that peace and just have a cordial relationship with an old flame? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that's fine. You know what I mean? I think that's okay. Say my bad. You was about to ask.
No, you good. That's perfect, because I would if I'm a person who is receiving a call or some type of reach out from an old flame, I would look for one of these four things I'm about to mention. Because they're coming to do one of these four things: either to redeem, restore, rebuild, or revisit. Okay. So you see, they want to, depending on the circumstance, they're coming to either redeem themselves, restore the relationship to back to where it was originally, to rebuild it from scratch because they honestly took accountability, or to revisit the actual issue of why you didn't get back together, connect in the first place. They're coming to do one of those four things. I would listen for one of those four things. If I'm the person, I'm like, hey, y'all better, your boy be on. I'll be in my bag, dog.
That's facts, man.
I'll be in my bag. Hey,
man.
I'm telling you, hey. Email me. You better see about me. Listen, you see about me. Your boy be on it. I'm telling you, because if you think
I'm about to be watching Coffee and Conversations new season with a pen and pad.
plug. My boy got the plug. Because I'm gonna tell you something. The person is revisiting because they want to act. They didn't get the closure that they had before, so they want to revisit the issue. They want to restore because they actually want to just forget about everything. They want to do that whole thing and just be like, let's just go back to the way we were. So they want to restore that old thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then they come to redeem themselves because they know, like, you know what? I messed up. I just need another shot. I need another chance. Or they're coming to, they're coming to, what I say, rebuild, revisit, restore, and redeem. So rebuild is like,
rebuild is what you do.
I want to actually wipe the slate clean, start from scratch. Hi, my name is again. You know what I'm saying? I want to come back to. I want to actually just start over.
That's not a bad thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's not a bad thing. I want to just start over. And if you're open to it, like Jay said, let them talk. Be like, yo, I will give you. You're on a conversation trial for 2 weeks or whatever. Give it a time frame if you want to. It's your time. It is on you. It's on you. Like give it. Hey, look, I'm gonna give you. You know. And then give them that time frame and be like, you know what? At that point, if I don't hear certain things that lets me know that this person that's taking accountability or actually moving on, they actually have rebuilt and restored themselves, then I won't allow this to happen. So I would look for one of those 4 things in that person when they're coming to you as the one that they're coming to. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what normally one of those 4 things you're going to find. You're going to find, okay, they just coming to be my buddy again. Was before. Oh, okay. Well, they just coming to rebuild and rehash the conversation, and it's been 4 months. You know, it's been 4-5 months. You still own that time. You know, right. They just coming to revisit the same situation, redeem themselves for what they made the mistake in. And but who's coming to actually rebuild it? If you want to rebuild, I'm cool with that. Like Jay said, that's just starting over and rebuilding. That's fine. There's no assumptions. There's no anything. I'm getting to know you all over again in the state that you're in right now. The version of you right now. Yeah. I'm in this current state. I'm not trying to take you back there because I'm not going to sit here and say that reconnecting with an old flame is necessarily a bad thing. It's all circumstantial. Yep. It's all circumstantial. So I would look for those. Yeah. If I was to give a solution or some advice on it, I would utilize those 4 R's and look for one of those 4 things: redeem, restore, rebuild, or revisit. If they come to do one of those 4 things, then you know where you're at with that person, and then you can just go from there. You make your own solution from that person talking, and then you see where they at with it. You know.
No doubt, man. Hey, write it down. Let me get one of them bombs for the second topic, man. That was dope, fellas. Woo! Yeah. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Hey, great job. Oh yeah, that was dope. I like that. That was a good convo. Hey, again, thank you to everybody viewing the live and to the people who are watching. Anybody's gonna see this later. We appreciate y'all. Hey, shout out to all the new mail carriers we have received, man. These last couple months, man. Shout out to y'all. Welcome to the family here at the MALEROOM show, man. We saw y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining the squad. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, fellas, y'all know what time it is, right?
What time is it, dog?
It is time. The featured topic of the week. Lego. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all saw the thumbnail. Y'all saw the promos, man. We about to dive into this, man. The featured topic of the week, ladies and gentlemen, mail carriers. Oh, Tay laughing. I mean, he about to go first. Have millennials become the new age OGs for dating advice? Have millennials become the new age OGs for dating advice? Now, as of 2023, ladies and gentlemen, the millennial age is between the ages of 27 and 42. Just to give you some information on that. So, have we become the new OGs of the dating? Now, when you think about society today, and you think about podcasts, you think about all of the trending topics concerning men and women when it comes to dating. you know, it's a lot of younger people out here who got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? And they're giving their opinion on a lot of things. And there are a lot of us who still have some of those traditional old school values that we like to talk about and implement into our daily lives. So, fellas, man, have millennials become the new OGs for dating advice?
Well, may I just want to introduce this poll because I did a poll.
Let's go.
Let's get it, man. I was hoping you said that.
I did a poll. I really did a poll. I really did
a poll.
Don't.
Couple people.
Did a poll.
Okay. We are live.
Did a poll.
Let's go. Let them go, y'all. They'll be back in a minute.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry.
Back to the show.
Y'all
Y'all
don't know that about that. Y'all don't know about that.
Millennials know.
Millennials.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So are the millennials giving good advice? Okay, I'm gonna tell you what this poll right here, man. Yo. Are the millennials giving good dating advice? I did yes, no, or I'm in between.
Okay.
I'm in between with 60%. No was 40%. Yes was 0%.
Wow.
Yes was 0.
Say that again.
Wow.
Yes was 0%.
0%. Okay.
No was 40%. I'm in between. It's 60%. So 60% are saying
between is 60%.
And then the 40% is absolutely not. But there is nobody that is fully saying yes to this poll question. I wanted to leave us with that. I wanted to leave us with that right there, so that way we can have this conversation. All right.
Wow.
So, dog, that is some. You know what?
Wow.
You know what? I'm gonna have to say this though.
Between.
I'm gonna have to say this though, Tate. I'm gonna have to say I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? People out in the social world, that was some good data, and I'm gonna tell you why. That was some good data. Now I'm gonna tell you why though, because half of us don't know anyway. Half of us don't know. Some of us do. Some of us do. It's usually the older millennials that knows the game. The younger millennials, because think about it.
Oh, you
millennials are. No, hold on. Let me.
You mean
that was a good poll, man. That was a good poll. Millennials are adaptive. Think about it. We are evolutionary people. We evolved. Think about our music and everything we've done. We have evolved from the old school and the new school. So we adapt. We're hybrids in ourselves.
Yes, sir.
So some of us, the younger millennials, are still adapting. Follow me. They're still adapting. So when this new generation came out, because the new generation, what they're trying to do is recycle being everything that makes sense. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. They're trying to throw it out and saying that that's old school-ish, and let's develop a new way of concept of everything that makes sense. And I'm trying to tell you, it's usually based on feelings. It's based on, you know what I'm saying, prerequisite law or whatever the case may be. They're trying to throw it out. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to throw it out and be like, let's start anew because you ain't incorporate all of our feelings in the way we are now. We're evolved. We're different. That's the new generation.
Yeah.
Some of them, and I can't really say because you know I said before in our past sessions, man, our past shows, I always said that, you know, I can't really say the younger generation. I say the modern day generation, because some of us are in that, old and new. Some of us are still adapting new concepts as they come about, and that's not true. That is not true. Some of this stuff is black and white and works. It does. From the beginning of freaking time, some of this stuff works. Like chivalry, you killing, murdering motherfucker. Chivalry works, okay? But people want to kill it every day. But chivalry works, though. You see what I'm saying? That's just a case and example. Some people just want to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? And then the millennials that want to adapt, like we'll adapt, like Kanye West adapted Luther Vandross. They want to adapt a new way of thinking. Like, you know what? Gotta make sense. You know what? Yeah. The way I feel about it is a little different. I think everybody should be expressive of how they would. No! That's not the case. So this data said that people said they're in between, and that makes sense because some of the new generation of millennials are just going for the adaptability still. Mm-hmm. The old generation are still abiding into their own things. Okay, this works. But if you change it anymore, now you're changing the foundation. And some of us know that. And we're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to throw love out of relationship. That makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just call it something else. See, that's when the older G's will be like, yeah. So the older ones, we know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We're like, no, we're not changing that. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? The ones that stand and and I'm talking about the ones that actually believe it. Not words say people, not political yes people. I'm talking about like the ones that actually have experienced this before and just stupid enough to believe that it still works. Like me. Like I'm stupid enough to believe it still works. You know what I'm saying? I always said this in my podcast about my mom and dad, how they was married for 50 years. Stupid enough to believe that marriage still works. Mm-hmm. Just dumb enough to believe it. Yeah. When they have two sequential people that actually want to be in a relationship with each other and love each other for the rest of their lives, I think they still work. I think they happen. Now the people effed it up. It's the people effing it up. But I think the concept still makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to tell me that marriage is a bad thing. Mm-hmm. You understand? Like, I'm that old school guy that's not going to go for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. That's a wrap. I'm not doing that ish. You know what I'm saying? That's just the end of it. You know what I mean? But some new people be like, you know what? These new cats out here, man, they got the new music, got the new way of thinking. You know what? I'm going to start doing a new way of thinking. They millennials. Yeah. Old or new. They like, oh yeah, let's go ahead and with it. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know how we really seen it is with the female movement. And I don't want to step on nobody's shoes. I'm just being factual. With that female empowerment movement that just happened, that's kind of like not really talked about as much now, but what happened before? Like, it was women that was millennials like us that was talking like them. Like, you know what? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a woman. Like, a man need to look up for me. I'm going to be independent and I want some of that five. Like, you was never brought up on those type of rituals at all. But yet, you adapting to those things. So, I agree with the poll. Mm-hmm. The poll was facts to me, bro. I don't know, Rob. What you think? That poll was facts to me.
I was definitely. I love when Tay did the poll. We lost Tay for a second, but I'm sure he'll be right back. Mm-hmm. I was surprised with the poll, but it made sense, you know, especially after your explanation with the in between, because you know, it's so much stuff out here that can consume your mind and your own way of viewing things. And like Jay, I'm pretty sure it's people who've been lucky enough to have parents in the household for so long, like you did. But the way the world is built today, their mind can still get distorted with everything that's going on today. So I do think it's definitely two sides of the coin. You know what I'm saying? Right. Everybody's experience is their own. You know what I mean? Am I going to say that we're the new OGs of dating? I can't say that, basically because of your point. Because we really don't have it all together, and it's really based on your values. I will say that we do have the opportunity now to change whatever social norms that are in place right now that could continue to separate us and could continue to prevent people from being happy in their relationships and dating. You know what I'm saying? I think we have the opportunity now based off everything that's out here. And if we really just stop and talk to people who are around us and learn from people who are around us who have had successful relationships and have had successful marriages, in these last 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Like we can really learn from it and not get so caught up in everything that's going on. So the poll definitely hit me. The poll definitely hit me as well because it makes a lot of sense. And I think that for me personally, For me, and like Jay, me and you talked about it, bro. Because I remember at one point you was like, "Man, I don't consider." You was like, "Man, I don't consider myself no damn millennial." It cracked me up, bro. Like,
I don't, man. Sometimes I don't because
and just for that fact, and you said it, and you were saying it just for the fact you explained. Because when you told me at first you didn't consider yourself, I looked at you. Remember, I looked at you like, "You're like, bro, you are." But you were thinking more so of the consciousness of it. You know what I mean? Because,
right.
You know, and I'm sure you would think about me, you and Tay, like we don't, because you're a thinker. You and Tay, y'all are thinkers. So you was thinking in terms of the mindset of we're not millennials. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fact, the statistical side we are, but the mindset we're not. So you know what I mean? So I think that I think to a point, everything I'll say from like 30, 35 and up. I mean, yes, statistically we're millennials, but we've also hopefully had some type of foundational values that can steer us in a better way and on a better road to a better relationship, that we can give some logical advice and some logical understanding to people younger than us to help them have better relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Think about it, bro. Let me think about it, Rob. We're the only group of people. We talk about I'm not even talking about, I wouldn't say 29 down. I would say probably 30, maybe 34 up. Mm-hmm. Maybe. I gotta, I'm teeter-tottering with the age range. Because millennials fall in a nice gap. So I think the lesser half of us, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't know what the greater half does. Because the greater half does still knew grandma, though. We still knew grandma and grandpa. Yeah. We talking about the ones that made sense.
They made
sense. Yeah. They the one that taught us the way we did. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still had the ability to. I mean, they do now because whatever. But we still had the ability to talk to our old school parents if y'all had some, and then we still had our grandmas and grandparents at the same time when we had our parents. Like we had that, and these cats was from the 50s. You know what I'm saying? And whatever. So what we did, we took what our parents knew and the traditional values even before that from what they had, and then made our own thing, because millennials made our own thing. We just adapted to what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, hands down, we got the best generational music. We took that and made us. You know what I'm saying? So people are copying us now, if you see it. Anyway, it's a whole different subject. But you know what I'm saying? Because we're adaptable. You know what I'm saying?
So we adapted. Show y'all know what's coming.
Right. So we can adapt like the new way of thinking or whatever, because the world is always changing. So the adaptability has to be there. But we are not going to forget what worked. Mm-mm. See, the old school people are not changing that. We're not like, nah, man. Like, I still want to fall in love one day. We still saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and new cats. Nah, when is the last time you heard a song about love, though?
And it's no R&B no more. There's no R&B.
There's no R&B anymore. Yep. Like, so you telling me because they're not writing about it, that means we don't have to think about it? There it go. We don't have to implement it? That's bullshit.
Right. Bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up with Anita Baker. I grew up with my parents listening to Day Holloway. I grew up with that. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? And that type of music still has a feeling. And I'm just using music as an example. That still has that feeling. You can't knock Frankie Beverly, man. You can't knock it till this day. How that feels. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You will fall in love with somebody you with at listening to the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So you telling me that's not real? So those older school millennials will hold to it. They be like, nah, that's what it is, bro. That's what. And these new cats, even if you win our generation, you're not telling me that. All of Israel ain't Israel. So you ain't know. All of the millennials don't know how to keep them traditions. You know what I mean? So that's just me. Say you fell off for a minute. I'm gonna let you have it, bro.
Talk to us, busy.
Yeah, I fell off, man. My Wi-Fi said. He came back. My Wi-Fi said, nah, give me a minute. And then came right up.
Take a break, Nate.
I totally agree. I totally agree with. Okay, when I heard Jay splitting it up, I agree that with. Okay, this poll is very, very like spot on though.
Yeah, that's crazy. That
It's
poll
a
was
very
crazy.
spot on poll because even I, as a millennial, just for the sake of conversation, even I, as a millennial, look at other millennials like I wish you would shut up. I wish you would stop.
That is fact. Nah.
Stop talking. You're not.
Yeah,
I had
man.
a conversation this morning with someone, and we were talking about this. The fact that we talked about this today is great. We talking about old school. And I was saying, I woke up, and when I wake up, man, I wake up with a lot of music in my mind. I get kind of funky with it. What up for the dub? What up, baby?
What up, though?
My boy Jock. What up, though, fam?
What up, though?
And so when I get up, I listen to old school music. You know what I'm saying? I clean up, whatever the case may be, if that's the case, And they were like, but you wake up like I do. You know what I'm saying? With the music, I'm like, yeah. And I talked about my mom. I was like, my mom used to have me get up early in the Saturday morning, and the first thing you hear is some Motown music, baby.
Yes.
You hear some Marvin Gaye, you hear some Temptations,
vacuum cleaner music,
vacuum cleaner
Saturday morning music, clean
up. Everybody
That's
do
right.
your share. You feel me? And all you hear is whoa, let's groove tonight. I mean, I hear, and you clean it up. And then music, that was the motivation. Like, it was just the music. And I was like, I was telling the person, I'm like, yo, the speakers was tall as me because I was a kid. So the speakers was tall as me, and it's lit up. You got the old school record player, not a cassette tape. I ain't talking about. I'm going back. I'm talking about record player. I'm talking about
vinyl.
You put the vinyls on them boys, and you hear the sound. That's trying to get started. You feel me? And that was the old school thing. Now, I think this is what I think. I agree with Jay. We took the traditions that was good, and we repackaged them with our new flavor in your ear.
Right.
I'm kicking new flavor in your ear, right? Because I think when it comes to dating advice, baby.
I feel you.
What is today, bro? What is happening today, bro? What is going on?
We injected when it comes to dating advice, we injected the one thing that Gen X, I would say baby boomers, didn't necessarily do, and we injected the accountability piece in our dating advice. If you listen to an old head talk good game, he always talk about what you do for the woman. The woman do this. If you do this, then the woman do this for you. If you do this, woman do this.
Yeah, that's true.
What we did, we took that same thing, but we shot it with a little bit of accountability. And now we have what we have when it comes to dating advice, because even women, even of that generation, even everyone is starting to see that was what was missing then.
Yes.
It was the accountability.
It was like, do for your woman. But she gotta be a good chick. It was exactly that. And it was like, we did that. Yeah.
And it was like, no matter what, just do for her because you like her. Because you want her. Because you did. But now it's like, I need reasons. The reasons that we're here. I need some reasons, baby. You feel me? I need some reasons, okay? And there's nothing wrong with a little reason. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong with it.
You know what that reason? Because I'm telling you, that's what we have injected in the dating advice. I'm going to the actual topic here about the dating advice. And the only ones that inject the accountability the most, like Jay said, are the ones that were early millennials, 1980, 81, 82, 83, 84. I'm 82. You You know what I'm saying? I'm 82.
82 babies,
and so
man.
82, 83, 84, like those were the ones. We are the ones that's like we are harping.
I'm the little brother for those that didn't know.
Putting the emphasis.
Hey man, and all 80s count, dog. All 80s count, dog. We all equal. As soon as you hit 90s, we like
yeah.
But all 80s count, though.
You got to be early 90s for us. You got to be 90, 91.
You got it 90. Yeah. You 94. You like.
Yeah. 94. We started looking at you for.
But 91. You still with us.
Yeah, you got to at least be the first season of my end. Like you got to still have a little my end. You got to have a little something.
First season.
Yeah. So the dating advice we have given. We have injected the accountability piece, and now it has people thinking and talking. I'm going back to Rollo's point. He said, man, you guys are thinkers. I heard him say that. Okay, yeah. Because now I need reasons.
Yep.
Because based on who I have become as the man that I am, I need to know if the worthiness should be exchanged here. Just like the women who are millennials. If you have done the work to become the woman that you are supposed to become, you need some reasons to be suitable for that man.
Go sing it over.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I think this is a spot on poll. I think we have become the new OGs for dating advice, but there is a caveat to it. Everybody don't know what they're talking about. I'm looking at some of these younger millennials and they talking crazy. And one of the things I want to address as well is that the generation after us is what they're doing is they're trying to wipe away, they're trying to reconstruct a new way of thinking. They're trying to do it, and they're trying to do it so much they're not even realizing that all you're doing is repeating what's already been done.
Yeah.
You see, so the next generation would be the hippies. All right, if I have to give it an analogy, the next generation would be the hippies. Parliament Funkadelic, James Brown, Sly and Family Stone. That's the next generation, just doing a whole new thing. But the generation before that, Ray Charles and Steve Wonder, all that.
I look good.
Those guys were taking church music.
Smell good. And I make love good. Look good. Make love good.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
That's funny as hell, dog. That's funny as shit. Hold on.
Jam. Yeah. I look good. I smell good. I feel good. And I make love good. But yeah, man. So we are like the people who was making, because speaking musically, like the people who took old school church music and made it R&B, whatever. That happened before us. We just made it to the way that to the beat of our own drum and made it to where we could communicate it. But that's what's happening. I think that this generation of millennials, like the older generation of millennials, are for sure the ones that she said, y'all fooling. Yeah, we are definitely fooling today. The older millennials are for sure the ones that I think are giving the more balanced dating advice. Now, to the younger millennials, the ones that's like 30, I would say 33 and down. Those are the ones I know in the internet and YouTube world, they call them red pill. Those are the ones that are desperately trying to explain how unfair things are, but you're really too young to really understand yet.
That's a good point.
On a scale that's going to be conducive for a balanced reception of what you're saying. I can't understand what you're saying, sir, when you are definitely contradicting yourself in all facets. And then simping after the opposite sex so that way you can get some, knowing that they don't like you like that. Those are the younger ones that's having podcasts and having reels that's going viral and going in the millions, knowing that they are not qualified in this instance to give the advice like that because they haven't had enough experience. You never really had a relationship. You never been in a long-term relationship that was leading towards anything like a marriage or like engagement or whatever the case may be. So what can you actually say that all you can do is repeat what everyone else has been saying? And that's what it is. They're trying to take what we say, because what we saying is the truth. They're trying to take that and fuse it with their own little immaturity and then throw it out there like, yeah, I'm repeating what he said, and now I'm getting this result. And so that's the thing. So I think in the dating advice, we have become the new OGs, but there is a split. There is a definite split. And I'm glad Jay split the millennials off, because older generations like myself, others like B and all that kind of stuff. Because even B, we did a show, Coffee Conversation. We had a coffee conversation show where we talked about bridging generational gaps. I don't know if B's still in
I
chat.
remember that.
Yeah, we talked about bridging generational gaps, and also, and I believe our moderator Sean, she got on the show, and we talked about some things when it comes to building, like bridging that gap, and how we can do it. So we were talking from a solutions-based standpoint, and it's because the thing is like the new generation want to throw the older millennials away, try to throw their whole concept away. Well, you can't. You can't, because it always go back to what we say. You know what I'm saying? Like some things, like Jay said, are black and white. It ain't no gray. It is what it is. You're trying to change logic and biology to your feeling. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, because everything about you says, girl. Everything about you say this, but you just determined to be the opposite based on your feelings, but you still revert back to girl because you're getting your feelings like a girl. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's your makeup. That's how you're wired. You can't even help it. I don't even know why I'm crying, because you're a girl. Said it, ooh. Said a good girl. That's what it is. I don't know why. Okay, and then when we start breaking it down, okay, so why are you crying? Let's start talking about it. When you come from a balanced approach, then you be like, okay, now I understand why, because of this, because of this, because of that. What made you think of this? I don't know. I just be in my feelings. Well, okay, that's one of the parts of the nature of a woman, is to be within that. Not saying that, I'm not trying to make feelings gender only. What I'm saying is that we operate in them differently. Men get emotional, women get emotional, but we operate in them differently. We all emotional at times, especially hyper emotional when something happens to us. But we all operate differently, and you can't operate like me as a man. I can't operate my emotions like a woman, because I'm not wired to. Not because I don't think your emotions are not valid. I'm not wired to handle them like you are. I'm wired to handle them like me, and so that's the thing. The new generation want to wipe that slate completely clean and make it not even biologically related to what they're trying to do in their agenda. But your agenda ain't gonna work, because it's black and white. It's binary code. It's 1-0 in the computer world. You know what I'm saying? You can't get no more numbers. It's Neo is either 1 or 0. If you can't get no more numbers, cuz. And that's the thing. So I think this poll was spot on. I even can't say 100% that the new OGs are giving good data, but I can't even say that, and I'm one of them.
Not really, man.
I'm like, even I'd be like, you know what? I don't think so. I don't like that one, cuz. Yeah. I don't like
because
that.
Even when we get approached with a traditional ism, I will say, with the black and white, the 1950s, 60s, 70s, what our parents and grandparents did. Even when we get approached with that from our millennials, when we were talking to another millennial, we like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Is you're supposed to take care of your wife, and you do everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? We have stipulations like, hey, that's we were taught that, but now it's situational. You know what I'm saying? It's caveats. A lot of this stuff, it's subjective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's subjective to the person that you with. It's subjective to, you know what I'm saying? Like, and what makes it funny, because you said something today about how they be trying to implement that, and they just doing the same thing.
Yeah,
that you know what I'm saying. That's why you got the, you know what I'm saying. Like, even the independent woman still wants the traditional guy to provide and protect. You still want that, which makes the equation so crazy because you doing what you doing, but you want a guy to do that too. So now you doubling up, right?
Yeah.
So it is.
Exactly.
It's like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they're trying to. They're still trying to use the traditional way of thinking, but not even trying to implement common sense. This era that we live in, I have really understood that sense is not common. It was at one point. It was at a point that everybody thought the same, but there is a lot of different generations going on right now that was not, you know what I'm saying, from before, you know what I'm saying. So it's like that wasn't taught either, because, you know, it could be situational that you be in a certain generation and was not taught. This is why I'm splitting the millennials. You were not taught the things that we were. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the brokenness came from us. So a lot, you know, you wasn't taught that. So you're not giving that. And so new generation is based on that. You know what I'm saying? Or you got hybrids that was taught that, but living in this new world. You got them people. Then you got people that try to hold on tradition. You got them people. You got, you know what I'm saying? This is a mixed bowl of everything. You know what I mean? So it's like, I can't, you know what I mean? You try to do what's before and then add it on to now, and it's not the same. It's just not. Only one that can think for themselves, and that's why the common sense is not common anymore. Only one that can think for themselves and apply what makes sense to what's going on. And everybody does not have that ability to apply what makes sense to what's going on. We ain't even talking about emotions yet. See, the new generation is talking about emotions. They want to do everything based on how they feel. A stop sign does not depend on how you feel about it.
No, it doesn't.
It don't.
No, it doesn't.
Either you stop or you don't. If you don't, you suffer the consequences of not stopping. I feel like that stop sign shouldn't be there. It doesn't matter what you feel. It's there.
The Rock said, it doesn't matter how you feel about that stop sign.
And so what they trying to do is act like they trying to uproot saying stop, you know, I'm just using that concept. They trying to uproot the stop sign law that it shouldn't be there. Then they're going to act like it ain't there. They're going to act like the stop sign ain't there. They're going to do everything to uproot that. You know what I'm saying? But the law is that you stop at a freaking stop sign. That's the law. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
So you take care of your wife, you take care of your husband, you do whatever you want to apply this to. It applies in a standard level. Yeah, once you take out the standard, then you have everybody else implementing their own identity to what the situation is. We don't want everybody's hand in the pot. So if we get a spoon and serve, then we got a standard. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like that's what happened with society.
Let's get to a destination.
Yeah, this is why that we can't call everybody OGs. We just can't, because now you implement new school, and new school ain't totally right. I understand with the fact that you don't have to do certain things because somebody said it. That actually makes sense. But if it worked though, what are you bickering against for the fact that it worked and then somebody you don't even know said it? Is that what it is? So it's like we're not doing all that, and that comes with love, relationships, romance, marriage, camaraderie, dating, all of that. When it comes to men and women, since I'm tying it back to that. When it comes to men and women, like you telling me we throwing all this stuff out that worked? No, we're not about to do that, dog. And that's what people do, and they are not OGs. They're sending that to their people, and they're just taking that concept. Meanwhile, we're over here like, nah, we're not changing shit.
Yeah, man. So hey, yeah. So to answer the question overall, no, we have not become the new OGs of dating. Too many barriers broken, too many ideas intertwined, trying to get to a common destination. But obviously, no. You gotta go with the path. You gotta go with the path that you see fit for yourself. But you can't. Everybody's path is not the same. So find your destination. Hopefully, it leads you to the right place. But no, us OG. I mean, the millennials. No, there's certain aspects that we have to get together as a whole, and then there's certain aspects that I feel the younger generation is not going to grasp, and the older generation, hopefully, we stick to whatever morals and values that we have had that got us here and that got us to hopefully a stable place.
That's where we
You know what I mean? The destination is not going to be the same, but let's at least all try to be in the right direction. You feel me?
Right.
You know?
For sure.
Shout out to the feature this week, man. Thank you so much to everybody that has viewed the live show of the mail. Hey, man, this is episode 18. We are vastly coming to a close to season 3, fellas. And we just thank y'all so much for continuing to rock with us so long. Man, you know what it is, man. Thank y'all so much. We love and appreciate everyone. If you didn't see us tonight, you will definitely see us later. Obviously, you know what it is, man. Make sure you hit us up on all of our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram. Everything is at the Mailroom Network, and of course, like, comment, and subscribe to the Mailroom Network on YouTube. Obviously, y'all seen it earlier. We've been promoting it lately. We've been promoting it every show. Your boys are now on iHeart and Spotify Radio, man. Make sure y'all holler at us. Everything is at the Mailroom Show. And just thank you so much for tapping in with us, man. It's always love. Like I said, the season is coming to an end. This season has been amazing. We have, after today, y'all, there's 2 more episodes left. So rock with us, man. We're going to have some fun, man. And the finale, make sure y'all ready, man. We got something special. So, yeah, just thank y'all for all the support, man. We're going to keep it moving to the end, man. Let's go. Fellas, what you got for the people?
Hey, man, we came in banging, and we're going to leave out banging. It is what it is. It's been a struggle for the people that don't know. It's been a struggle to. I'll just talk for me. I ain't gonna talk for the fellas. It's just been a struggle for me to continue this season. You know, it's been a lot goes on in your personal life, and you got things to deal with or whatnot. But we kept the show going, and even if I wasn't here, even if one of us not here, we was like, we want to continue to do that, and that's just based on the fact that we like to do it, and for the fact that y'all love to hear us. And that's what's up. I want to end off with a good note, and I want to end off with a bang that what I'm saying. We'll be back again, another season, doing it again or whatnot. So I'm just letting you know it's appreciative. Like we do this for y'all. We do this for ourselves. It's a cumulative thing. Like we do it for everything that we do and be a part of. It's just awesome. It's taxing. It's a lot of work to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I love my brothers for the fact that they stuck it in for yet another season. 3rd season, dog. That is 60 episodes of doing this Mailroom show. And I love y'all for the fact that y'all let me stick it in. Y'all encourage me to keep going. I encourage y'all. It's just a great thing. So we got 2 episodes left, dog, and we just need to have fun to keep it moving. And just take that well enough break, and let's do it again.
Man. Let's run it back, man. Love you too, bro. Yeah.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Sure. Busy. Yes, sir. Hey, man. Like as always, I love every last person that watches and hears us, the fellas, everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate the energy, man, that the chat give us, man. It's love. Things like this, like great show. Love and appreciate y'all. Great show, things like that, the fire emojis, the claps, all these things. It's like it keeps us going and it lets us know that we're doing something correct. You know what I mean? And so, branching off and doing the things that we do, from doing it here on YouTube, not hitting it on Spotify, hitting it on iHeartRadio, and all that kind of stuff. Having other shows that we do besides just this one on our channel, reels, shorts, the whole night. So we have a lot of things that we do, and it's the fact that we be consistent with it and we keep doing it, and we're gonna keep on doing it, like Jay said, because we know that y'all love us. We know that y'all want to hear it. And hey, y'all email us some content for reacts. Y'all do a lot of things for us as well as mail carriers. And y'all been holding us down every week. Y'all been holding us down. So I definitely want to shout out the mail carriers once again and saying thank you to the mail carriers once again for holding us down. You know what I'm saying? For holding us down. So just want to end it off with that, man.
With that being said, I love my brothers. I love all the mail carriers. We appreciate y'all. 2 more to go, man. Rock with us, man.
Yep.
We out. See y'all next week.
Next week.
Yep.
Peace.